That's true. That could be dangerous. Oh, to live in such lavish riches as to have a leftover. What do you got, doll? Yeah. To have leftover doll and korma. These are truly the best of times. I do. Love that there's now a recording for all posterity of us discussing our dinner plans for the night. They need to know, for what it's worth, the vegan stuff we're gonna have for lunch is gonna be fucking awesome. So you can look forward to me being really happy about that. All right. Excellent. Hello, 40% relatable. Well, see, now I'm going to take issue with your mathematics on this one. Because it's not that, that's not how percentages work, right? It's not that we're both 40% relatable, and when you add up, it's a total of 80% relatable. That would still be just two people being 40% relatable of a larger pool, right? That's still 40% relatable. We're both individually 80% relatable, which means together we're also 80% relatable.
I don't know. It's not so clear statistics work that way. I could be 100% relatable and you 60%, or vice versa.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point, Vivian. However, if I'm 40% relatable, then you have to be 120% relatable, which is, I don't think...
Tall order.
Anyway, we're 8PR, and the 8 is short for 80. It's an abbreviation. That's how that works. Yo, Mosca, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Why isn't my chat updating in the other window? Don't you bring your maths at me. I majored in mathematics, and look where that got me. Hi, Itabubu. Hope you're having a good day. Who's ready for more of our favorite disaster? I am. I do actually have a headache today, but you know what? That's fine. The show must go on. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to, but like I kind of want it to, so we're going to keep doing it. Maths break the body, poisons the mind, and taints the souls. There you go. Hi, Radimus. More just go. Hooray. Perfect time to be the backdrop to me sucking at Thief Gold. Damn! Thief is a really cool game. If you're playing that, it's not one I could ever be good at, but like it's a neat game, so. Yo, EV, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Wow, lots of people showing up for disco. I'm glad you're all enjoying this. This has certainly been a wonderful, wonderful experience so far, and I can't wait to play more of our Trash Cop. Hell, because your fridge broke and it's going to take a while to fix. Oof, okay, that's not good. Hopefully you've got something to do with your perishables or something. My clock says noon, by the way, so let's get this show on the road. Hopefully the audio is good for everyone. Let's go ahead and... missions end up with a guard. A lot of the guards dead, so I'm definitely not doing so great at the game either. Fair enough. Why does it think I'm playing with controller right now? Hold on 1 second, everyone. Well, I figured out why that was happening. No need to worry, though. Figured that out, and we are now no longer have to worry about it. Oh, right, we have a lot of tasks. Okay, map. Acquire a copy of the city map. We don't have the city map. Shit. Sleeping dock worker, huh? Oh, we can steal from them. I gotcha. Okay, what's in our inventory? The instant photo of tattoos. Let's take a look at them.
Of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory, but not quite.
So we still haven't figured out anything about what these tattoos mean. Because they're... I don't know. They seem to be a bit too delicate to just be, you know, random.
For you to discover, you've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about history could tell us, huh? Who are you? I see. All right. All right, so we have some skill points to use here. I think we're going to want to use... We seem to be well off on a lot of our stuff in intellect and motorics, right? I think one of the things we're going to do very early on here is put a point into volition. Just because I'm tired of having one failure and then having that be the end of our health pool, you know? I think putting 1 point in here early on is a good idea. The other thing I want to do is to unlock one more place in here so we can keep learning shit, internalizing stuff. Treats object examination like you are talking to the object, and some stats also make that more of a dialogue. I know, it's so cool. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking for our first couple stat points here. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. The bow collector, what is this? And white morning. Let's try to learn internalizing this one. Now, if I stop internalizing one of these things, right? If I forget one of these, do I then have to relearn the entire thing? Or can I just, like, swap them up? Suppose it doesn't matter. Alright, and let's do 1 point of volition. Okay. Oh, you can revert at any time. Oh, that's so helpful. Okay. Good to know. Well, let's keep walking around. Okay. So, wait, what's our actual objective right now? Use Kim's shortwave to run the serial number. Ask Kim to tell you about the keys. Okay. We have not been briefed, so let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
I think you should. You know what? I think at this point he's figured out enough on his own. I think maybe we should come clean. Minus 2 authority, you command negative respect. I love it.
No response. He
just
just
arches
his brow.
Okay.
He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Yeah, because he's pieced together enough of it at this point. I really don't remember anything. There was drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Interesting. Not the response I expected. Okay. What is with that? What? That felt like he was trying to shut things down real fast. Like, no, don't worry about that. Just keep doing your job. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna move on or let it be. Okay. Well, you know what? Kim, I was starting to like you until that moment there. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and we'll move on then.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here, dude. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Ooh. Okay. So he thinks... Okay, so he won't believe... All right. Okay. You know what? I thought we were ready to come clean to Kim, but I think we're going to hold off on this.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
A moment
Forget
passes.
it.
The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on.
What do you want to know? Ah, yes. The case
brief we missed.
Now
Thank
I
you.
Remember.
Brief. Yeah, that... yeah, brief. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
That is not Kim Possible,
An
Vivian.
anonymous
Please do
caller
not
said
call
there was
Kim
a dead body
Kitsuragi
behind
Kim
the whirling
Possible.
in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Does the briefing say who the victim
A
was?
security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And why don't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Okay. So the dock workers union is acting like a de facto police force, right? However, that's kind of the reason we're interested in this then, or at least we've been sent out here, is because they've now started killing people, and that kind of rankles the feathers of us who should have more authority than them. Am I reading that situation correctly? I think I am. Funny about Kim calling the union de facto police, but you're going to find out later why. All right. Cool.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we gotta ask Kim about the.
Good. Me?
I want to talk about you, dude.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Wow, I love how shitty all these options are. Do you ever, hey, Lieutenant, do you ever talk with yourself? It's not a weird thing, right? Don't worry about it, right? It's just how it is. All right. You don't look like other people around here. Why does that sound like it's going to be racist? That seems like it'll be. All right. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
Really? I think glasses are great. Do you ever talk
What do
with
you
yourself?
mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have like conversations with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So you're saying your brain never chimes in with like advice or warnings about
I
anything?
can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just...
Yo,
use my
Wheelbaron,
brain.
welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. It's
The
Kim.
lieutenant produces his familiar mnemotechnique A6 and idly thumbs through a few pages.
Interesting. So we do have very different ways of conceptualizing stuff.
We all have our different mediums.
Yep. There we
His
go.
is written.
That makes sense. It's Kim. So, like, it's Kim, but said in the same way that you say it him. It Kim. Kim has negative conceptualization stat, apparently. I mean, hey, he gets the job done, clearly, so.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
All right.
I don't speak a word of Seolite, and I've never met either one of my grandparents. There is nothing ethnic I can tell you, or anyone else.
All right, fine. Okay, cool.
Let's change the
You know what? No, that's a reasonable response to the way that we phrased that question, so I'm not gonna. I want to talk to you.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You know what? No. Kim warned us not to get involved here. We're not getting involved. I should have listened to Kim from the get-go. Yo, Rana, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, we disco today. Says he headcanon came with some thoughts in his thought cabinet that you don't find in the game. Interesting. All right. So let's go run the numbers on this armor, since that's something we can do right now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you run a serial number on a pair of armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
This number and the make and model of the armor is Fairweather.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International
Sounds good.
Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
The Intersolary Law Enforcement Service. Interesting. Let's see. Is calling Sylvie part of the pissing competition? Where's the rest of the armor? Ask Kuno, the kid throwing rocks. When he, okay, so we're supposed to ask Kuno about the rocks. Okay. Find booze and drink it. Cool. Do a preliminary inspection of its different parts. Did we not do a preliminary inspection of all the parts of the body? The setting of this game is super interesting. Yeah, I've noticed some bits and bops here, and I haven't wanted to speculate too hard on it yet, because I think it'll tell us when. But did we not finish the preliminary inspection? Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ask Kuno where the rest of the armor is.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out tool. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled...
Now I'm just poking at stuff because I
No,
can.
no. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
That's reasonable. I like how he switches back and forth between treating us like a professional that knows what we're doing and also treating us like a fucking child. Can I not run? Oh, there we go. Alright, Kuno.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks?
I got some
Alright,
questions for you.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Show me your
The
moves.
kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast. Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
The body. What do you
Shit,
know
old
about it?
pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions, like a cop.
Let's see. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Okay, okay. So he's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know. Okay.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Let's see. Do you know where the rest of his
Kuno
armor is
doesn't
at?
give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck imp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
Really? Okay. Tell me about that.
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Interesting. I didn't expect him to just tell us this shit, but all right, cool. I'm apparently he will just tell us. Awesome. What do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Performs the kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
So he threw it in the sea.
That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk.
I don't know what Kuno's deal is, but I like his energy. Lies are for the intimidated. He is not intimidated.
You wanna
Fair
fuck
enough.
someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate.
Wait, what do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows? So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Okay, so who is the... I can't pick apart who we're supposed to... You know, that the jolly union cow fucker. Okay. I think he's using the word cow here in a way I
Curious, my
don't...
liege, why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, I was gonna... the entire time I'm wondering, wait, why the hell are you telling me this, dude? You're just telling me out of the kindness of your heart,
Yeah.
Kuno?
Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Kuno is 2 Sigma. He is pure energy. Fair enough.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Do you know how he got up
Probably
there?
climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it
Where
happening.
Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Oh, where'd
I
you
don't
go
know.
then?
Some fucking
He looks around, trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know, some other place. Night City.
Kuno's the
was
kind
in
of person
fucking
you
Night
absolutely
City.
love in games, but I have to talk to him IRL. I would have to very, very suppress the urge to punch him in the face. Right? Like, I could not get along with him IRL, but...
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some science fiction novel.
I see you. I see you, game. I see you with your shout out to Cyberpunk. Like the Cyberpunk tabletop game and oh, that's actually funny. Okay. About the dead
Yeah.
body.
Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
Kuno rules. What a shit kid. Hey, Rada. Yeah, shit kid.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Seen anyone
Just a
suspicious
couple of
around?
pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Could also be the movie Dark City. Fair enough.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
The hell word does that mean? Oh, they didn't bleep it, so it doesn't mean that. Okay.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
No, I hate words too, buddy. Talk about the Brockshire stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Okay.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Oh, God, these kids are absolutely shitty. The kids often play in this
I
yard?
think this is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they
Yeah,
get there?
Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
It could help. Someone may have...
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
All right, entertain me. What's so great about these pants? Sweet rags like... Oh, wait. FALN. What does that mean? Huh. I think there's another layer of meaning to the fact that he can find these pants, but I don't fucking know what it is. He's
Look,
close.
Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Oh, okay. What's so great about these pants?
These are found modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists.
Pants scientists. Few kids have been so shit, and few shits have been so kids. Fair
you
enough.
Need this shit.
He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic-wrapped pants. They are graphite black and look brand
These
new.
could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about them later. I might be interested in the pants. Let's talk about the pants.
Alright, Piggo.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig.
Hmm.
He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Let's see. Do you know what's in the greenhouse over there?
Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese
Okay.
or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Wait, the gardener
Yeah,
used to
that's
work
what
there.
Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it.
Really?
Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit.
Kuno-
just says shit.
You know what? I appreciate that energy, Kuno. Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. Here we see the Beta trying to socialize with the Sigma for upward mobility, but the Sigma shuts down his attempts at flattery.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Let's look at
Yes,
the task.
It seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
What's the mug in the trash?
A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Never mind.
Back.
Back out and take your fat ass with you.
Yeah, I don't even know why we have the... Why do we have the mug and the ability to talk about the mug? I regret everything about picking up this mug.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
You say the ladder is unclimbable
Does
then.
Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Yeah,
Alright, let's talk
whatever.
about something else.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
It's
Cool.
always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective. as a
Interesting.
shield.
You make a good point there, Logic. Thank you for chiming in there. I appreciate it. Disco and Pathologic shaking hands meme, and it's a classic game that allows you to attack kids. Some kind of gang name?
Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magier, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you. Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
I'm just going to leave.
Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here.
Yeah, okay. This has been...
Fucks you.
Bang! We alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come.
Well, this has been fun. Oh, cool. We got 5 pants from Kuno. Okay. Well, that was a waste of my time and everyone else's time. Let's just get on out of here. Kuno understands the principle of identity? Yeah, I bet he does. Yo.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Question. What have you been doing in Greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Snow has nutrients in it? What?
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbor gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
Interesting. Kuno doesn't need pronouns. No, fuck it. Kuno's pronouns are Kuno. Alright, let's see. Canal, the bookstore. You by any chance keeping an eye on
No,
us?
of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was always talking to him,
Maybe
yeah.
you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job, but that kid is beyond help. And he certainly won't help you.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
The lieutenant intervenes, looking at her intently.
Yes, I'm tired.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Yep. Okay, well, we got some XP for finishing that off, so that's good at least. Okay, so we missed something on the body still. Let's go back and take a look at the body. The fuck's this pronoun shit? Kuno's only got pro pig. Yeah, that sounds about right for Kuno.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots.
Oh, right.
Skin
We got to get him
marked
down. That's
with
what we left.
decaying veins and blotched by lividity.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
Yeah.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could just saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems
there
dangerous.
has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Ask for
I
help
was
from the
really
harbor.
hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case.
Yeah,
Seems like a
that's
dangerous
that's
route to go down.
I would
Fair.
really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Could we shoot him down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
The buckle holds the belt
Where?
together.
Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
Settle down, Kuno.
Pigs will miss Kuno.
I guess that explains why she's Kuno S and he's Kuno. Because it's more of like a title thing than... Let's let Kim take the decision here.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090, honestest.
Kuno and Kuno S are those two Muppets in the galley chiming in. Yeah, they are! They are!
Firearms.
They actually share a soul. They are different sides of the same brain. I believe it.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let's not interrupt him.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The chick's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
a lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's desk was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat ass!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
You know what? You know what? God damn it, man. Get your shit together.
Remain collegial, officer. It was an honest mistake, and I will not repeat it.
All right,
Kuno's
it's okay,
telling
man.
you.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
I thought the get your shit together was more of like you know, the way he motivated us to get our shit together type
You don't-
thing. I
you
guess
don't
it didn't
feel
read
too
that way.
bad of a shot yourself.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
Heh,
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
sounds good.
I only have...
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Let's feel the weight
Cold
first.
piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly
Get your shit
light.
together. His
Your
is
fingers
very
right
compressed.
through
That's
the
fair.
card,
That's
instinctively
fair.
resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up. Dancing.
Excellent, excellent. Kim just needs his optical lenses compressed. There you go.
He's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
The buckle explodes into tiny pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to
Nice.
kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Who killed you?
Communism.
Communism killed you.
It takes a millisecond for the
All right.
association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea where it's coming from.
All right.
Only
Congrats.
it's
Thank you.
Right. Then the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
You've been policed, baby. We have to give a post-shooting. Yeah, we do.
Ace is high.
The lieutenant raises his right hand, waiting for you to slap it.
The ace is high, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution. is used to celebrate success in Revachol, especially in sports.
Kim,
The gesture is
Kim,
spread
you're a
across
bit
the
of a
world
dork, you know that?
despite the defeat of the revolutionaries themselves.
We're slapping that.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and down to
But
the
truly,
point.
is there a difference between love and communism? You make a good
I
point.
knew these guys were
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull. It's clear he enjoys himself.
I knew they suck each other off.
We will
What we got
perform
now?
a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me.
Slumped on the ground like that has not improved the way the corpse
Got it.
smells.
Fun.
The fall seems to have released something deep.
Kim really the best character, won't he? Yeah, we're pretty great, but Kim has the advantage of being the deuteragonist in a game in a game like this. So like he's gonna be fun to
It
play
looks
off
like
of.
I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy.
Sounds
In
good.
the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though. Or we could ask around for the representative of the logistics company. My initial information says the Wild Pines have
Okay,
sent some
so maybe
sort
we
of
do want to go back and
striking
steal
machine
that guy's
to run
card
the
now.
control back from Evrard.
You could ask the gardener for directions.
List of initial interviews.
And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Yo, we are getting some mad EXP. Let's keep learning shit. I like this. I'm internalizing whatever this is. All right. So let's ask now about the pissing competition. That'll get us some more easy EXP we can use.
Yes?
Oh, can we not ask him about the pissing competition?
What about me? Good.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thought we could after the preliminary investigation was done. Still, entire corpse moment just played out was really good. Yeah, like the way it falls down and like even just the kneeling in front of you for a moment, like that's some good shit. So we got to go to the harbor gates, okay? For that, find booze, pay for damages. So we need to ask Gart if he knows how the victim's clothes got in the trash. Let's do that while we're here. Just trying to find some easy stuff to wrap up, you know? Oh. Door's open.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container
Thanks.
key.
I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's
How
clothes.
strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch
Yo,
for all
Rana,
of
have a
stuff.
good night. Thank you for
None of
stopping
us
in.
would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about
Yes.
something else. All right. It may take a while. Sounds good. Okay. So what else can we do while we're here then? Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask whether she made the call. Okay, let's go do that. That's something we can do. Oh wait, hold on. This door's open now. The dishes are drying and they smell of chemicals and pine trees.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
Okay.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. I got some time for a
The
few
man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Okay. Got some impressive
He
pots there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted
Alright,
dishes
so we
boiling
can't say
and
anything to
simmering
this
on the
dude.
stove.
Don't speak the language. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato juice hangs in the air. Hell yeah! Alright, no problems about theft.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Where this
You
door
go.
leads?
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Love and fear safe? Yeah.
Eccentric.
Whirling rags.
But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
It's hardly worth a title.
He looks
Anyway,
at the...
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
I mean,
stainless steel
it's
door
probably just
is
a wa-
flush with its
No, see, what I
and
would have
old cobalt
assumed...
paint, rough on the fingers.
No, probably not in a
40,
business like
50 years
this.
since this was
I would have
painted.
said like a walk-in fridge or something in most kitchens I've been familiar with would have a door like that, but no, probably not in a
It
building
leads
like
to
this.
a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. The door does not budge.
Okay.
Can I help you? What thing?
Some blue steel
Oh,
door.
yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
You know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Tell us my door theory. Okay, my door theory is that what we've heard is that all the doors in this place have been locked, right? However, we haven't heard whether or not this door specifically has a lock to be locked in the first place. So it could be that this cobalt blue door doesn't actually locked and it's being jammed by something else.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
All right, sounds good. Later. Okay, so let's go call Sylvie and see if we can, because that should be another easy little bit of the investigation to wrap up, right? Got a bunch of really. And we echo, but the detective that washes up on the island is the Disco Elysium guy. Kim, I ain't got time for witches and shit.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
That would honestly, like, Umaneko, but told with like this big psychological internal dialogue would be pretty cool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't guard give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Wait patiently.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite
Interesting.
A lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes,
Thank you.
hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Was Sylvie the lady we met at the very beginning?
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
So, the thing we need to ask her about specifically was see whether or not she reported the call. Was it you that called the police?
Not me.
Do you happen to know who made that call
No,
then?
sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union.
Oh, they meant copper, like literally copper. Okay, I was like, strange, but all right.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
All right, there's no reason to really press her on why didn't she call.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Fair enough. You haven't met Sylvie yet? Oh, I thought we did very briefly at the beginning, but I guess that was someone else. Hi, Mushroom. Hope you're having a good day. Maneko, but the detective has a funny little chats with his buddies' logic and electrochemistry. How unrealistic are witches, really? Fair enough.
Why not?
Oh, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Okay, did you leave because of Gart?
What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out.
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business.
God, why can't you just mind your own business? She mutters.
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Okay. Okay. I think we've got everything we need. Thank you. I don't think we need to ask her about this stuff. That's just admitting to stuff that would be terrible to...
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Right? What did I do? I can't...
I'm not mad. It's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What's the skua thing?
Bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
That's why he was dealing with the bird in the
I
morning.
think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That sounds like me, all right.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
I was the one who made you want to quit?
Obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place.
Huh?
I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on. I want to know what I did.
You were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Which song?
Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry.
The hell
Sorry
with
about
that
the song.
Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no
What the
idea
hell? We are terrible.
I don't want to know.
They added more dialogue. Yeah,
I
this
think
is...
you've seen
The
something
voice
about
acting
how
in this
you're
is
a
incredible.
human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
I get it. I wasn't
No,
a very
you
good
really
tenant.
weren't. You were simply the worst.
I am truly sorry for
Look,
everything.
I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I spoke to Guard, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Really? No. This is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Huh.
I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing.
Just the old Kuno voice, but the rest are just perfect. I did never heard the old Kuno voice, so... Legitimately surprised by how good the extended voice acting was. I'm impressed with it. I'm not surprised by it. Given the level of detail they put in care they put into the writing, the creative team seems like the kind of people to make sure that they got the voice
There's
acting
a
right.
pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
I'll tell him.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
What else did I sing beside the
All
OO?
sorts of things. From disco, rock too. Yes, that's the one you like.
The
to sing
smallest
along
church
to
in
the
Saint
most.
Saint?
The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Thank you for
There's
talking with
a
me and take
sigh
care.
of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless.
The Guard conversation, I
call
think, is new.
breaks.
Oh,
Then
okay.
The already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Okay.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Cool. I think we're good here. Let's go help these... Let's go talk to Guard about
so
this.
we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Okay.
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Some kind of weapon cop.
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Are we the sorry cop? We're a pretty sorry cop. We are definitely a sorry cop, but are we a sorry cop?
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Thanks, Logic. Alright, let's go take a look in here. Fucking with the bird was somehow the most tame of the nightmare tenant stories, right? Sorry about the bird, bro.
The worker is in a deep slumber. You fumble with the spring-loaded gate of the carabiner.
Ha! Shit!
But to no avail. The dangling items refuse to
Oh, I
loose
tried
and
it. I tried it,
destroy
and now I have to
them
live with my consequences.
like fucking sleigh bells.
Stop finger-fucking him, officer! I'm responsible for these oafs and their stuff. Even Sleepy there. Yeah, sure. I don't care. Just don't finger-bang his stuff, okay?
Yeah, all
To
right.
be honest, he's correct. Police officers generally don't go around appropriating possessions from people. Let's go.
Ah, well.
It was just an idea. Come on, relax, everyone. It didn't turn out well. Doesn't mean it was a bad idea. Or that you shouldn't appropriate stuff.
Thanks, interfacing. It's all about money, you know? Gotta spend money to make money. Fair. Hey, it's that damn bird.
Can I help you? Wait, what? But what about the bird? Yes,
bird?
the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Oh, she didn't break it, I did. I threw it
You
against the
broke
wall.
skewer.
I assure you it was him.
Ha! Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Oh, Wheelbaron, thank you for coming by. Have a great day. Like 3 weeks talking about Kim and how great Kim is. Kim is the best.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
I just break
I
things.
can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope.
Hmm.
Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
The power vertical here. She said she was flattered. It was just bad
Really?
timing.
I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
Nothing now, but thank you. All right, cool. We made some progress. So we found where our, you know what? No, I know what I want to use the skill point for now. We know where our coat is at, and I suspect our coat has our badge and shit in it. So let's go try and see if we can... Oh, we are not going to have a place to sleep in a couple hours. I'm just now realizing this.
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is
Okay, so we need to put some more into savoir-faire. Alright, let's try that. Man, our authority sucks right now, but that's fine. Interesting. That's still a really shitty... What, are these giving me any bonuses to anything? No. Authority -2, though. That's funny as hell. Wait, why can I not try it?
Tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is
Yo,
still
guard.
caught on
What?
the railing. That's still too high. What?
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there. I was under the impression we are on our way to meet the king of this castle under siege, Evrard, one of the people we're interviewing. This way, we may be able to get around his henchmen.
Okay.
Or it could be that we are just exploring.
Interesting. Well, that didn't help. Well, let's see what else can we do here. Gotta get the boots off his feet, huh? Field autopsy, okay. The murder in his district. Okay. Let's go down to the harbor then. Down to the dock. Alright, let's get out of here, Kim. Okay, I'm grokking that now. I wasn't grokking how these buildings were put together at first there. Get on over there, buddy. Thank you. Get me out of here. Can we do the field autopsy now?
Man, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Exactly what is a
Well,
field
officer,
autopsy?
You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
True.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Thanks. Thanks, Encyclopedia. Another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
I need a pair
Let's
then.
not go glove hunting, please. Let's use division of labor. I perform the anatomical side, while you take notes.
Sounds good.
That's right.
Okay, let's do it.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger.
Got the body
bright
down
red
already on the
paper
first
is
day?
covered in boxes and lists.
Oh, was I not
describing
meant
the
to?
condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Yeah, we got it. We shot it. We shot it down.
Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
That's you.
Only the first question, and I already don't know the answer.
Energetic start to an autopsy. I agree.
Pig's messed up. Kuno feels pity.
Shut up,
Just leave it
Kuno.
empty, officer.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.
God, Kim's voice actor.
0815.
They really fucking nailed it with him. Took 4 days. Wow, wow, we are ahead of the
KK
curve.
equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
That's true. Let's
Next.
go ahead and just move past that.
NA. Next.
Date of
NA.
birth. Not applicable. Age.
Roughly 50.
Try
Okay.
40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm gonna write
She
approximately
nods.
42. Okay, cool. He trusts us to know at least like this level of stuff. That's good.
Mondial.
Okay.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Sounds
The
good.
pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor...
First time around also took me till the second day. Fair enough. I feel like we just got very lucky with some things. Give him Saint Halo on his character picture because yes, he really is that good. Yeah, right? Oh, you're right. Holy shit, I didn't even notice that. They did give him the fucking Saint Halo, didn't they? Oh, good point, Mosca.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of
We're
death.
Still going with March 4th, 51.
Sounds
What
good.
else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57
Sounds good.
0503.
They knew. Yeah, they fucking knew. The art direction in this game,
with
top
the cargo
fucking
belt
tier.
still around his neck.
Even the small
Only one
details,
box
they knew what they were
remains.
doing. Good catch, Mosca. You always have the good eye for art.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
Treatment?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he
They'd
was
have
carried
to
over?
have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dock walkers.
He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in
Your
preparation.
central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
So many good documentary interview with the people who made this. Utterly. Yeah, I can't wait to like. Ah,
Should
this is
start
incredible.
post-mortem.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Try to remove the dead man's boots.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
Do we need the make of the? I guess.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something.
How old are Kuno and Kunoe supposed to be?
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood.
The dialogue
from
system
his own
inspired by
wound.
Twitter. They wanted to make conversation as
Removal of the
exciting as
boots is
wild
not
ass
for
Twitter
processing.
post. Interesting. They definitely succeeded. I gotta say that like as good the closest experience we've had to playing a game like this before was when we Vivian and I briefly tried to play Planescape Torment, which was a lot of fun and very well written, but it's so very much of its time, and I wasn't, and despite the fact that I kind of grew up around that. According to TV tropes, they're 12. Okay, fun. And despite the fact that I grew up around the time it came out, like I never played games like that until I was much older, and it just doesn't feel good going back to it. So despite how well that game is written, a lot of it gets kind of hidden. Was kind of hidden and alien to me. This is like a fucking amazing experience to play.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
I don't think we need the boots, do we? Do we really need the boots? I kind of want to get the boots just for our pilfering thing, but just because, you know, we like to pilfer shit, but we'll write it
The
down.
boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between
Omit the
plates
boots,
are in
too
shape
late.
of the alphanumeric
They'll be
number.
put on
The
the...
number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos.
Prose style is very different, but the sincere thing outside the UI, this prose is just better. That is true. That is very much true. Listen, I massively prefer Disco over it. Yeah, like, clearly the inspiration is there, right? And Planescape Torment is, like, a fucking phenomenal accomplishment for its time and for what it... and for its engine. It just does not feel good to play to me. And I think unless I grew up in that playing that particular style of game and had developed a feeling for it, it will not ever feel good. And that's just an unfortunate thing. Things move on.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Thanks, Kim.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
I mean, if they were using a cargo belt, they wouldn't have needed to like fucking tie it around his neck, right? It has a buckle on it for a reason.
Nourished,
I guess it would have come off. Never mind.
Measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good.
Disco Elysium is like what your
Ambient
online
temperature
leftist friends
is
make a
freezing.
D&D game and is constantly poking fun of you, but both of you are having fun. Yeah, it does feel like that, doesn't it?
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Lividity is consistent with hanging.
Okay.
The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face.
Pet the dead
scalp,
man.
and chest.
I pet him once.
Consistent
I will
with
not pet
studies.
him anymore.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. It's
Can I
no
try?
use. We should get chain cutters. You can try with them. I have a pair in the toolbox of my kinema. Damn corpse.
Okay, let's
We
get
had a good rhythm.
chain cutters then. They did have a good rhythm going. I guess let's go get the chain cutters. This does have the vibe of like this does have the vibe of a D&D game where you're just wandering around deciding what to do and the DM has to come up with stuff
Inside,
on the spot
see a
for
set
you.
of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out, a metallic drawer slides out from the handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Excellent. Sounds good. Best recreation of that vibe you've seen in anything? Yeah. Hail to the Dead Man is like one of the few things I know about this game before the streams. Really? That's one of the things that turned into a meme? Interesting.
The rotting
20,000
man
volts.
lies
Kuno
on his
volts.
side, with his eyes looking straight through you. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Let's get the belt.
Cut with as much precision as you can, please.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Let's look for a good spot to
The
cut.
belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose. After some deliberation, you sink the cutters
Nice.
into the knot,
Lucky.
tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut, and the belt falls apart. as a
Nice.
flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around
Nice.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
Time with the dice roll, I'm like, clutch. Damn right.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No! Let's get up and see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Let's not inspect the genitals
Back
any
is
further.
symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see small residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained
Huh.
maybe more decades. Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
This scarring is extensive, way more than the law officials.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
We'll write that down.
Last item. Hands.
He takes the man right hand in his and inspects it, then moves on to the other hand.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were we expecting
I
any?
was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Oh. Well, internal examination
Nervous
time.
system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Is there? Let's see. If I may add the moral of the... There's a moral to be drawn for it. That's not the central nervous system. Nope.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it. Gently, a rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips. Black. and
Whoever came up
viscous.
with the phrase purge fluid, give them a raise.
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air.
I don't know
unlike
why I
anything
decided
living.
to look
You
into
feel
that.
like
That
you're
was
about to
not
throw up again. Straight in that
get this
mouth
game
of
while
his.
spend 40 euros with less risk before spending. Had my eyes on it for a while. The stream is definitely convincing me. I'm glad it's convincing you. Game is fucking incredible. It's been on my radar for a very long time, and I'm so glad that we're finally getting to play this, because this is one I feel bad for having slept on. This seems like a fucking incredible piece of art.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Nope.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Alright, both.
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
Sounds good. The completionist one in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Okay.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
Sounds good. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of the feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit. I will not put the voila on the report. I'll keep you safe, Kim.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Okay. Bite
Head,
marks.
Chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Sound like a game you would like, but it did not expect it would speak to me this much. Neither did I. Like, I despite all the hype and praise around it, I didn't believe it. I couldn't believe it would be this good.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion fatal injury or B non-fatal post-mortem. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. That sounds like non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Let's do the contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Okay, maximum.
Has
Noted.
confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
This gonna make you draw Umaneko disco fan art. Okay, so I'm gonna need some artwork of like our main character here and Battler like outfit swapped.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded
Sounds good.
ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say,
Disco
7
Elysium main
centimeters.
character.
The
Oh my
highly
god,
body
yeah.
fractured. The cervical column intact.
The disco character being I mean, that's kind of yeah. That was one of the inspirations we're taking for him here.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait.
Hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the
man's
ligature
head
mark.
jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
No signs of clawing on the neck. So that means he didn't struggle when he was strangled, which means he was probably dead already.
Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape. Non-fatal post-mortem. Lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
Why do you say that?
Seriously, I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this, it would tie his hands when marching him to the gallows.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench.
I would think it was
But
the
you're
part
right,
where
I
there
was ready
wasn't...
to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
The thing is that, like, the lack of struggling marks around his neck, like, he didn't try to get the noose off, right? Because there would have been more marks around his neck. Like, it seems like... So, I don't know. If I was about to die from being strangled around my neck, I would probably try to get the noose off.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How'd it go?
was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We
Fair
also
enough.
requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
Anything
we
else?
were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
All
I
right,
need a
sounds
copy
good, my
of that
dude.
Autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, then at the corpse
Tilt
again.
your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something. You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. You pull down his breeches. Marbling is present around the crotch. The penis has shrunk, crawling.
Yo,
halfway back
Silmatol, welcome.
inside him.
Hope you're having a
There's
good
nothing
day.
mysterious or
It's disco
noteworthy
o'clock up
here.
in here.
Can't get enough of that dick.
Do you think we missed something?
Yeah, I think there's something that we're not seeing, because we didn't establish a cause of death.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where can we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be...
Hope you're having a good day.
industrial
Thanks for
inside.
stopping in.
Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Kuno looks like he gets around. Knows Martinez. And its fridges too, probably.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Okay.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Which was it killed you, the love or communism? You said love killed you, but when you fell down, you said it was communism.
You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
There might be a fridge in a building nearby. Was I right? Wait, was I right about that door being a walk-in fridge?
You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing.
No.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
No, I was not. Okay, well, you never know.
Also,
Alright, let's get the fuck out. Oh, we got skill points. We could try bumping up savoir faire again and try to get our coat back one more time. How are we doing with thinking? Do we have a lot of thoughts going? Yeah, we got a lot of thoughts going. Our shit is definitely compressed. I feel like maybe we shouldn't let Lonesome Long Way Home actually complete, but you know what? That's whatever. Alright. Is there a fridge in Kuno's building? I don't think there was. Let's see. Maybe there's something here in the couple minutes. Hey, no worries. Not the whirling in rags. Good to know. Thank you. You know, a building where we can get a fridge lady that's keeping an eye on us?
Again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
It did. It did, didn't it? F-A-L-N. That's where you got the pants from, probably. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Who the hell are you?
I am a gander and a hunter. chaser and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Don't process every thought you get. You don't have that much spots and you'll be real mad later. Well, we can just forget them, right?
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Right, Mushroom? Like, I could just forget some of this stuff later if I want to make more space for other stuff, right? Is there any harm in doing it with the stuff I have currently, or?
From another planet.
Hey there. What's going on?
Jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils. Heavy metals.
Forgetting costs a skill point, though. Got it.
You could almost taste it.
Okay, that's the part I was missing. Okay.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
This guy sounds like... This guy sounds and talks like the dude that they sample on the Godspeed albums. You know, the first couple ones.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Interest is up. Stock market's down. You folks better be careful walking around here this late at night. This is the perfect place to get jumped. Limbo,
Yeah.
huh? So that's where
Yeah,
I am.
Exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
How long you been
Feels
here?
like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils.
Okay,
This
okay.
man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your
A
conclusion?
sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Fair enough. Tell me about
It's
the
like-
strike.
Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
Well, that's not good, because we need to get in if we're going to interview the...
Going on strike
'cause
will
we...
probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Yeah, true that. Because they definitely were involved in the murder of this dude, right? Because the particular, what we noticed was the particular belt that was used to hang the dude definitely like could not have come from anything other than over there. There might be some ways in and out. We know of one potential other way in so far that we found on the roof. However, I keep fucking up my savoir-faire check in order to get in, so... See you demanding.
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane and half the
Some ways
company.
nearby that code of
Friggin'
yours. That's
ways.
the one we were talking about, but I
What on
keep
them
failing
boys?
that check. Which is really funny, because allegedly, I have +4 in Motorix, right? It shouldn't be that bad, but... I've got a negative to my savoir-faire currently? What's giving me negative savoir-faire? I'll have to check that out later.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Okay, so the Wild Pines will want to check on that. What do you think the company
You wanna
wants?
Keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Okay.
Anything else? Yeah, this
Check your
ain't
clothes.
really
I can
my
have a lot of
area
stats.
expertise.
Yeah, I'm just now
I just do my
realizing.
job and get paid.
I'm just now
I have
realizing
things to
that
do
that's
and places
probably
to
the
be.
reason I fucked it
All
up.
of us do. Us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing.
Not you?
Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his
He
eyes.
tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior. In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing, flecks of brown and gold.
Sure, we succeeded in this one, but okay, you know what? Never fucking mind.
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What's in the southwest?
Excuse me.
He emerges from the
A
reverie.
flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Hell, I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
So far,
Diora
huh?
of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much, on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss
What's
someone?
it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
We can either admit that we... Okay, so I don't want to admit to this guy we don't have our gun. That seems like a bad step there. I can... Fine, man, I don't miss anyone. No. Why lie about that? I can miss someone, but I don't know who it is. That's not wrong, and I feel hunted. That's also true. Miss someone, but I don't know who it is.
I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask.
Result of skill check mechanics is
I
that
hope
sometimes
you
you
find
miserably
your way through
fail at
your
your
own
specialties or get a fucking miracle on 3% chances. Our second roll in this game, our second roll in the entire game was a success on a 3%. So, I don't know what to fucking tell you. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
So that's where Kuno nicked
They
the
usually
pants
get
from.
shipped to Grad and the Oxides. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Is your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A little bit, yeah,
also called
actually.
A camion on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket.
Bonus points for the 3% successes being EChem, if I remember correctly, which seems to be the game's drugs and sex sign me up stat. True. Is that a Fallen A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
I don't think it's up to us to just be like, hey, you want to give me a tracksuit?
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
All right, good for now.
Don't be a stranger.
Good talk.
Lonesome, long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Oof. All right. Well, let's see if there's anything else in here to look at in the big accident area. Because we actually haven't looked around much from our starting area. We just kind of hopped in and started examining the dead body, all professional and whatnot. What's this?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the
All right.
greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations? What do I
Something
see?
with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet?
Okay.
Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
It's a king and he's
Why
shot.
not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
That is important to know, actually.
The king stands high above you, surveying the
What's
bay,
the encyclopedia
neat
check
and
for this guy?
indifferent to your son. Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what
Well,
way?
He blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
I see.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During
Okay.
the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands,
Really?
bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Oh. So it was a bedroom where a large amount of gold was stored. Interesting. Not ringing any bells. Nope.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Yeah, tell me.
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
A bloated druggie,
That's
huh?
what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains. in the
Thanks,
Insulindian
Encyclopedia,
Bay.
for this really unnecessary digression.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
So what happened to the statue then?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution. when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the Communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
So then who restored it?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
For doing it for the irony. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting to the point.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's okay, that is actually really fucking funny.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely. Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time. Philip III, the squanderer.
Yeah, sure, give me that EXP
with
for
his
having
face
thoughts
up in
about
the air,
statues.
Doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Alright, that was worth it. It took a while to get to the payoff there, but you know what? Once we did, yeah, it was worth. Any dosh in here? Okay, so that's better physical instrument rolls. That's cool. Theft. Don't worry about me. Sticky fingers. Every digression is worth it? Yeah, they are. I'll give me that. Yeah, we're going to pay off our room every couple real at a time here. I have no idea where we're going to sleep tonight.
Wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Alright, well, I don't see any reason to bother her without a good reason to do it, you know? Like we don't have... We're not gonna just fucking get up in this woman's business for... Foreign car, kept in good condition. Alright. Okay, so this is the... Okay, so this is... Now we're getting closer up to the... We haven't actually been up here yet.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and awfully screechy for a man of his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everyone else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side.
Oh, these are the strike breakers. Sorry, for some reason I couldn't mentally process scab leader in my head. I'm just like, okay. And then I'm like, wait, right to work? Hold on, that doesn't sound right. Right to work is the stuff they say for fucking strike breakers. Right, these are the strike breakers. I am so fucking slow today. It's like a game's like, hey, here's like 3 different sides you're talking to the strike breakers, and I'm like, what if I didn't understand that? What kind of cause are we talking about, buddy?
People, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their family.
Scab leader's a strike breaker. Yeah, I know. He's literally called the scab leader. It's entirely on me. The thing is, like, especially, it's been in my mind a lot recently because of the, especially after hearing some of the stories around specifically the Amazon striking, the Amazon Workers Union. A lot of these phrases, in terms of phrase, have become very stuck in my mind. Like the use of right to work as a way to obfuscate that you're preventing unions from forming.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
As the tone of voice is bland and uninspired. Yeah, it is. What is going on in the setting with that is said by the strike? Right. It just I didn't mentally catch up with where we are. I don't think I've chosen sides yet.
Time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living.
Yeah, because like I hate that phrase so much because it sounds innocuous, right? At first blush, right to work. Why shouldn't people have a right to work, right? Like people, and then you realize that the right to work is used to disguise the fact that they're opposing workers unionizing. Right to work means right to work specifically in a direct-to-employer relationship without intermediary. And it's like, oh, I see. It's not a right to work. It's a right to be exploited.
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. Actually, need to speak with the union boss.
Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
Nothing, so I'm just interviewing people about a murder. His reply is snappy and terse.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work!
He again shakes his large fist.
Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
This isn't really my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us.
I was gonna be like, yeah, if you were on the right side, why would you be appealing to the cops' authority to help you win it?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
True that.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay. So what exactly is your goal here, buddy?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Okay. And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
I see.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Okay, wait. Head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage.
That sounds like really,
The access panel is right behind
what's the
it.
word? Fucking measuring skulls type. Bad one guy beat. You seem capable.
Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
What's the word? I can't think of the word for it. Phrenology. Thank you. That yes. Okay, that was what I was thinking of.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired. and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to
Like
him?
civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, we're just going mask off now. All
It
right.
would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
Measurehead is a literal fash. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, am I reading this wrong? No. Head measuring. Yep. It's just straight up phrenology shit.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. All right. Woo! You are just delightful, dude. Okay. So I think our next general point of attack is we're going to want to go get our coat back. We'll look around here first, and then we'll head up and grab our coat with another check. This time I'll remember to change what I'm wearing.
Scab?
Ask a man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
I'm not a scab. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Huh?
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Need to get out to the gate to speak with your boss.
Good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
How do we think they're involved is the thing. Is your physical instrument good? My physical instrument is no. Not good at all. Let's go to Tales of an Ongoing Case.
So intriguing. Either way, the road in front of you is wide and open.
Maybe you can let me through the
I
gate?
don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Is that simple? I just
Aye.
walk in?
Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door.
Ah.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
Okay.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Got it.
Sure.
Okay. You know about the... Let's ask about the armor as long as we're here. Never wrong to punch a Nazi. I'm not... I completely agree. I just don't think we will actually live if we do so in this case.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
It's a promise.
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know.
Uh-huh.
Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right
Yep,
for doing
that-
menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So, probing, what'd you
I
learn?
learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
So Kuno uses to what? Scare
It's a
you?
minor nuisance. It's all good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I hope we did. Like, this really wasn't actually trying to start shit with you over that. That was a genuine inquiry.
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold on. 4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Fair enough. Alright. Find one
Place
piece
in
of it.
my hands. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits.
True. Thanks.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Sounds... You know what? Let's ask about the strike while we're here.
No, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Got it. Okay. So... Yeah, we got... And here's the thing. If we can somehow get that jump to work, we can actually go around the whole thing here and not have to deal with any of the... Oh, shit. Not have to deal with any of this. Oh, hold on. We got a thought. The Greater River Shoal Industrial Harbor. Okay. Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers. We're gonna pay off our room. Frita. Sick. Okay. What's over here? A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts the top 10 list. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. Sounds good. Let's look at this place. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
It's a machine.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever. You put it in
Yeah,
the
I get
machine,
you. I get
then
you.
it gives you money.
Got
You
it.
need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free
Fair
to use
enough.
it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there somewhere.
Thanks. What do we got here?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Interesting.
A small cabinet
What is
on the
this?
wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay.
They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose.
Okay.
Pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Okay. Cool. So this is just the fucking beginning of the game store where you can fucking buy shit. Makes sense. And what's back here?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
There we
I'm
go.
obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Wow, we can get some interesting. Okay. Let's talk to the clerk as well.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that
Okay.
magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
This.
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of two girls kissing. We need a bag now? Well, we know a trash aficionado who would carry trash with his bare hands. Recyclables are nothing compared to that, right? If fucking Sonny could just walk around carrying bags of, like, 40 bags of trash over his shoulder with his bare hands.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing.
She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods, her shoulders tense.
Very
She shuffles
futuristic.
back
That's how I'm
towards
gonna
the
start
street.
describing it now.
Be
Yeah,
warned
yeah,
to
we're
impulsively
lesbians.
turn.
Very, very futuristic.
The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half smile.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Do you have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
a warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate
It is
apathy,
actually...
skepticism.
No, it's not actually important. I was gonna say it is important. It's not
Fine.
important.
Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Do you have a fridge?
Mm-hmm. Right behind you.
I need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
We need a... Never mind, it would
Yeah,
never fit.
Super funny. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Yeah, fair enough. What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything...
Yeah,
listen,
I was gonna be like,
okay?
I didn't come in here expecting anything.
Uh-huh.
Cool, but we can buy like drugs and we can buy health shit here. That's good. That's good. 3 T's, how idiomatic. Okay, so let's go try one final time. Oh, we'll take those off when we get up top, I think. Let's go try one last time to make this jump work. I won't save scum it, but I'll feel really bad. Story involving queer people needs an obligatory sci-fi tag? Of course, naturally. Queer people are the future, after all. Didn't you know? All right. -1 savoir faire. There we go.
The
Don't-
tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM
There we go.
is still caught on the railing.
That's how we do it.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension.
Yo, we got more
blood
morale.
roaring
Hell
in
yeah.
your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Hell yeah. My climbing might not have been as disco as your jump, but can we still get an aces high?
With your feet
Yes,
firmly
yes, you
planted
may.
on concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
I will high five you again, my dude. +1 shivers. All right, let's put our pants back on now. There we go. This currently gives us +1 conceptualization, -1 suggestion, and what does this give us? +1 physical instrument. Cool. Take your pants and shoes off in front of your cute colleague to make a risky jump, like you do. I mean, like, how else was I supposed to do it, right? I mean, that's just how, like Kim gets it. It's part of the job. Oh, the disco ass blazer. Or the disco ass blazer. Can I look in the pockets of this thing? No, I was somewhat hoping that we had our, we still don't have a fucking map. That we had our, badge and gun in there. Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. I suppose we should. Where's this door go? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant aspirin on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. Okay, let's go ahead and save our game here. Someone left the coffee machine on. Standard office filing cabinet. Drawers seem to be locked. Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equal member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Doors locked. It cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Wow, you literally have to pay to work. Fuck that noise. Alright. What's this? A book. Alright. La Fumée, Volume 1. Offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Faisal, the pair of white antlers growing out of his head.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Faisal. From the sides of his head,
fan cam of Kim sent to Aces High by Iron Maiden. Yes, yes, that is correct. White antlers.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it.
Why Faisal?
Because Faisal was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
I see.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention.
Yeah, okay,
Just
that sounds like
column
us.
after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary?
Oh, that is a good thing to notice.
After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
What is the editor's note here?
As you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism.
Nice.
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fume is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Okay. I feel like you don't often, like, if that's true, if that's actually true, you don't feel the need to actually tell people that, right? Or reassure, like, having to reassure people that that is what you are doing means it's almost assuredly the case that you're not.
Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Yeah, I think we're reading this. Let's catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Bear wrestling? All right.
Part of a new
We'll look at bear
fitness
wrestling.
initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
When it says bear wrestling, does that mean the two bears are wrestling each other, or?
Of course not. The article makes plain that this is man on bear, or in some cases, woman on bear competition. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%. And youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
Now, the one thing is that this game seems very, very, like, the smaller details in this game seem very pointed and very, like, intentional. And I'm kind of a historical dumbass. So a lot of the specific stuff it's like trying to reference or lampoon is not stuff that's going to come across to me, unfortunately.
Those are the real numbers. There's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in Lachette. What are you, a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
Always good. Answer case will take us to the SRV.
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
Might be fun to partake in a bear
I suppose
fight.
that would be something to see.
The lieutenant seems amused at the thought of you wrestling a bear.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Is this a Putin joke? It might be with the bear wrestling thing. It like the thing is,
they decided to title this one section in Volda is beyond you.
The specifics of that are definitely going to be beyond me. I am not the person to turn to for that.
Obviously, because it's cool to drop random phrases in foreign languages.
I don't think that's the reason, but...
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
I really, you know what? This just because this is coming up because it mentioned a radio play, I would love to do like a radio play at someday. For whatever, like just because of the way our web presence has grown and we're doing like mostly audio, visual novel stuff now. I really at some point want to like just write a piece of fiction completely for audio, for like a classic audio play. I think that'd be a lot of fun to do.
Is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tourney is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
All right, let's read it.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Interesting.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with
Putin
some
wrestles,
nice
rides
anecdotes
bears, jokes a
about
thing
a
outside of
few the
Germany.
more
I mean,
colourful drivers.
at least that much landed with me, so maybe.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Hang on, who wrote all
Oddly
this
enough,
stuff?
This article has 2 bylines. Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names.
Wait, why aren't they
Have
real
you
names?
ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
Okay, fine. It's bad about
Under
sponsorships.
capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity.
Really? You don't
Thus,
say.
The so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes.
Okay, I don't know why, but very specifically, the discount laundry detergent racing car, that does land with me. I don't know why I have such a striking image of a Tide branded racing car in my head, but I do.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real racers that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
We have to tell Kim about it. Okay. Did you know that Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction?
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
Lieutenant froze his brow. I wonder what else is really just a metaphor for life under capitalism.
I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back
Fair
to
enough.
the front
Fair
of
enough.
the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Tell me about local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
Okay.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
G. Martin. Wait, have we seen that name already? For everyone, labor and capital. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. It's true, the rentiers have been bleeding you dry. You really ought to find your own place one of these days. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
All right, enough of that. What we got? White morning. The little guy gets smaller and smaller as you arrive above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop at the corner, and finally at the Matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It is awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Cool. Alright. What else we got in this room here? What is in here?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly.
It is unfortunate.
Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting then?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Let's see if we can focus.
Look how blurry
all
the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Can I actually focus through not
You're
focusing?
a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
All right.
Is that what you're doing with those photos over there?
Let's just get
My
back to
thought
work.
exactly, officer. Shall we?
You're trying hard.
God
but
damn
the
it.
data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. The drawer slides.
Well, we tried. It's over here. A postcard, huh? Huh. All right. Yo! Give me those shades. Yeah, okay. We are. Our drama score is already really high. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. Alright, let's get out of here. Detective is what you might call a big mood. A little bit, yeah. Alright. So, we skipped confronting the Nazi over there. Oh, right. No, don't go down there yet. It's over here. There's 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. What's in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Hmm.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Fair enough. Let's get out of here. I feel like I should maybe drop a save here. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Don't mind us. We're just doing our thing. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Gvalsund. Couple days to get both the body down and get in the harbor. Incredibly impressed by my progress. Sweet. I'm glad. I feel it. Glad to hear it. I'll take that. Sticky fingers. Gvalsund means whale fjord in Arden. Of course it does. Am I not grokking that? What am I? Oh, I'm on top of a thing. No wonder. Okay. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Nice. What's this? Industrial size thermos smells like burnt coffee. Give me that dosh. I will pay off. Somehow, I will pay off that room. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
You don't say.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny man is so engaged in his work that he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everard, Everard, Everard. I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, what is it with you people and scabs?
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Well, we aren't scabs, so that's fine. Looking for the leader of the dockworkers
you
union.
are Mr. Everard then. He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the two joint containers on your right. Okay, sounds good. What you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Huh.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors.
So I just got a achievement that says goodest of the good cops.
It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
It was like a massive redecorating option,
Yes,
Kim.
they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the
No,
covers?
not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Fair enough. Do you know what's underneath all the
I
red
don't
covers?
know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Thanks, Leo.
No
You've been
trouble
very
at all,
helpful.
mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone? The harbor's
Oh,
empty.
Most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential
We're
look.
on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but he seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill
No,
someone?
I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Goodest cop achievement is for him liking you? Oh, wow. Cool.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Fair enough. Thanks, Rhetoric. You work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Thanks, Leo.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr.
Leo's pretty
Edgar
great.
is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time.
Okay.
There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here.
So who's
Yes,
Miss
poor
Beaufort?
Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool.
Okay.
Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl.
Okay.
Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Should you really be telling me this, dude?
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Doing a great
Yes,
job here around
this
here,
place
Leo.
really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even
Sometimes I feel
wider.
some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Alright, time to be weird.
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about
The
10
new
then.
world,
Too
huh?
old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Fun.
Clarifying that, sir.
Okay. Excellent.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks. Thanks, Leo. The coffee and the giant thermoses are still lukewarm. Okay. A stair made of pallets leading up. Interesting. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Cute. Hey, buddy.
Before you is a walrus of a man, Seated behind a large desk, he looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing.
Interesting. What do you got for us, buddy?
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
In charge of the dock
Welcome,
workers then?
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's
Mr.
good of you two to
Dubois?
stop by. Please, have a seat.
We have a last name.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and
I'd
continues.
offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair on the other hand looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
See, no, it's multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume that conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Excellent,
Fine.
Mr. Dubois.
Fine.
I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Wow. All right, sure.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It should be
huge.
sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
That's not enough to cover our expenses though. Can you die from sitting in a shitty chair? Apparently. You know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Imagine just fucking dropping to 0 HP and dying from sitting in a mildly uncomfortable chair.
With a
right?
grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
How do you know all this?
Union people are on it as we speak.
How do you know? So that means we lost our gun before we got blackout drunk?
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun.
Either that or they've already found it and they know we've lost it.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull.
I see.
Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, "Be very worried."
I'd appreciate any help you could provide,
Are
of
you
course.
all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded.
Harry
You didn't lose
Dubois.
a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded. God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Fuck. All right.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
This is not good at all.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps
We are
repeating.
just terrible at this. Hold on, everyone. I'm going
Is
to turn
he
off the
trying
mic
to
for just a
pull?
moment here.
You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
How the fuck do I do this? Hold on for 1 second, everyone.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
All right, I'm back.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
A little bit.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Chair's uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting
Wow,
our time.
we are just getting
And I'm an
steamrolled by
extremely
this
busy
dude.
man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Call me Mr. Dubois.
Of course.
Why?
Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everett, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
Nothing sounds good here,
So
but
good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat...
yeah, okay. So there's no way we're getting out of that with
Words
him.
flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his
Mr.
spectacles.
Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Uh-huh.
Just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first. As you look at the folder, Everett covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you.
Yeah,
because it's
of
not a
course.
real
We
RC
read the
file.
folders before,
It's
so we
just
know that's
another
not
one of
ours.
those brown
Hell yeah.
folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something
I
about
fucking
them.
hate this dude. He's
Read
great.
the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery.
Everett is an amazing character. I hate this little shithead so much. He's great.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
There's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Really? I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about
Always
it.
comes back to doors. See, here's the thing. As long as Evart just understands that doors are fake, actually, this should be fine.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Why don't you just open it
I'm
yourself?
a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
Oh, okay.
You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
No, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
And what do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
I see.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I see.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I
Okay,
know everything
okay,
that goes
okay.
on in Martinez.
Okay.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key
I
from
see.
Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too.
Jesus.
He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
Okay.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find him seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
All right.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
All right. Interesting. A giant novelty check. Constable. Oh, that's it. That's us. That's us. All right. All right. Cool. Let's go deal with our fucking rent, I guess. This has been fun. All right, get me out of here. Well, at least we don't have to worry about where we're sleeping tonight. Hell yeah. Hi, Kim. How the fuck do we get out? Oh, through the main door that we... God damn it. Should you go down? Oh, right. This is very hard to control with a fucking D-pad. Oh, okay. You want to hold it in, like... Okay, I see how you're supposed to do this now. Nah, I don't care. Alright, get me out of here. Do another quick save. Measurehead crushes all, huh? I don't know if I want to talk to Measurehead. Should we, let's vamoose. How about? In case of strike, press button behind guard. Sounds about right. Nope, come on. Come on. There you go, buddy. Alright, let's bring our fucking rent check in here. Yo, it's disco night. Who are you? Hello.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe.
Have you got it?
Can I pay with this giant novelty check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me.
Well, it was worth a shot, right?
Money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I seem to be in need of a fridge.
Yes, for the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Yep.
Written.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here.
Sure, why?
Because this is a culinary establishment, not a morgue.
Time to cuddle corpse man for warmth this night? Apparently.
Would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
I hate to say it, but looks like we're going to have to ask Kuno if he knows of a spare fridge around here.
Sounds good. Alright, well, we tried. Man, we are running out of time in the day here, aren't we? We are not going to have a place to sleep tonight. I wonder what happens when that... I mean, there must be something the game does, but... Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Hey, Kuno,
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time, too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno...
Yeah, alright, well, it was worth a shot.
pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
She looks worried. The coon has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Hey, Kuno, I need a fridge.
Fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
Alright. Thought you would.
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
By killing in his territory, someone has openly challenged.
Got it.
Kuno. It's in his best interest to put them in.
Thank you, Rhetoric. Thank you, Rhetoric.
A dark flame smolders in Kuno's eyes as he ponders your argument. Wordless, like kings do.
Some arrogant shit thinks he can kill into Kuno's kingdom without asking Kuno first. Sounds like lawlessness to me. This outlaw's fate is in your hands. Let's make an example of him. Help me locate him using fridge body technology.
Kuno hears you. See that shit house over there?
He points to the collapsed building with the bookstore.
A cold comes over you as you glance behind him at the crumbling colossus there, casting a shadow on you.
Yeah, I see it. Big tall one behind you.
Get in that shit. In there deep.
In there
Check
deep.
the fucking basement, pig. Don't you know anything? Always check the fucking basement, recon style. There's a giant fridge down there.
Okay.
Fucking will fit, no problem. It looks like a white bear or some shit. Try not to piss yourself when you see it.
A white bear? A polar bear?
In the building, huh?
Bookstore, you gotta beg the book bitch. Used to be you could get in there through the doorbell, jam that shit. Book bitch changed that. Kuno doesn't beg, so Kuno doesn't go there
Beg
anymore.
the book bitch, huh?
Yeah, book bitch, beggar. You stupid or something?
He means the bookstore. We have to ask the proprietor of the bookstore.
Okay, sounds good.
Lad gets it. Listen to your four-eyed friend.
Thanks, Kuno.
Didn't hear it from Kuno, pig. But don't forget where you heard it from.
Kuno owns you now, pig. You're Kuno's property.
Talk to Manana about the armor.
So?
Told me he promised you the 6th. Said to thank you. He wasn't too keen on chasing that armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Alright, whatever, kid.
What is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you.
Hello, Shivers. Haven't heard a lot from that one, or maybe at all. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of Shivers yet. I'm glad Shivers is joining in
After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through the roofing material.
Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Suddenly you remember they're 12 and you could just fuck with them.
Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Found a plate.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
I see.
Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What was with the pig head, my dude?
That. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Like some kind of musician, huh?
Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
What's with the tube of magnesium?
It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need
Okay,
that shit
okay.
to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips me
I
like a
see.
motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
I see.
Don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Just magnesium, don't
You're
mystify
not
it.
getting this pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Pig, don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Heard enough of
Good
this.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright.
Kuno doesn't fucking...
Thanks, Kuno.
Hear that?
Always a pleasure.
Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched. Yes.
A lack of
and it's
magnesium in me,
critical.
huh?
Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I gotta mag it up,
you
huh?
need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
He's saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form, then.
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve.
I see.
You need to transcend the carbon
Playing on
barrier.
snuff radio has to be one of the best sentences
Go
I've
to
ever
the
heard. It's a
factory
good
and
sentence.
buy
I'm a fan.
insane amounts of magnesium.
All right. So we gotta go check the fridge in the commercial building now. Okay. Where's the bookstore? Oh, is that what this is? We haven't even been over here yet. Book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. Cover scenes a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Book's titled Man from Heimdall and the Wild Fire. I see. Book about a pate. Book you really don't understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Book about boyadero culture. Promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh, hey, let's talk to this person here.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hi.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. Okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling
Feel free
something.
to step in and browse our wares.
Standing out here in the cold
I'm
because...
signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
I see. I should have a word with the store owner, maybe?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
Okay. Shouldn't you be at school or
I
something?
do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
It's more important
Mum
than
says
this.
it's necessary to do both because it builds
Okay.
character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get
Uh-huh.
You succeed.
Okay,
There
sure.
is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Yeah, she is.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt?
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
I'm really serious.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
Okay. What do you know about the other failed
Nothing
businesses?
really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Oh, she was reciting that off the window. I just noticed that. Crime romances and biographies of famous people. Cute.
Did someone say sneak around in the cellar? We should do that.
That's the idea. How does the curse manifest
It does
itself?
not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the
No
plasmic
such thing.
manifestations.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
I don't know about the
Maybe
curse
I
for
can
now.
tell you about some of our books instead.
See you around, Annette. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to call the stream here for today. Thanks for coming, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll keep playing Disco. This game is fucking great. I am really enjoying it, and the writing has just been compelling from beginning to end here. Next time we come back, we'll try to find we'll see if we can negotiate a place to store this body. And that'll be it. We got a new episode of Two Queers Play dropping in about 45 minutes. We're starting up a new series. It's going to be, if you haven't already guessed from the pretty obvious hints we were dropping, we're going to be playing an airport for aliens currently run by dogs, which is fucking hilarious. I love this game so much. Every time we played a game by Slavier Nelson Jr., it's been an absolute delight. So I hope you look forward to that. That's all I got for you. See you tomorrow for the stream. Have a wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, and do all the YouTube algorithm pleasing things if you would please do so.